I'm afraid to tell you.
Yeah, we are live on the Fix Show, DTFradio.com.
It's the fix.
Shout out to DJ Phenomenal. He is back in the building with us. I just gotta tell you something before we bring in our guest. I salute you for going back to work. You got a lot of things that you're working on. Um, but I'll say this to you. You know what I'm saying? Um just as some advice from experience. Job. I'm still DJing full time, still doing what I got to do as a dad. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes you just got to take that leap. That leap is not for everybody, but when you do take that leap, you got to understand that it's not all going to be peaches and creams in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be hard for a while until you establish yourself, but that's with any business. You understand what I'm saying? When you start a business, you got to figure it out until you can start monetizing and making bread. It's not just for any producer who wants to be a full-time producer, any DJ who wants to be a full-time DJ, any artist who wants to be a full-time artist. Anytime you start a business, no matter what type of business it is, you got to know that you're going to go through that storm before you see the sunlight. You understand what I'm saying? So just know that you always have that option to just go full head on as a DJ. But I understand where you're coming from. I was on that boat before. You know
I just also really wanted to say real quick too, but don't take it out of context of other things that might be going into play too. Because
right.
with certain
No,
people,
that's why I say
I'm
I'm telling you from my experience. For me.
because
Right.
you can use even if it's a part-time job, you can use that job for benefits that you can't get when you are a full-time entrepreneur. You got health benefits that you can't get when you are an entrepreneur. You got, your kid might get certain benefits that you can't get when you're an entrepreneur. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You might be able to take out certain loans on, if you have a business, like he wants to start an LLC or something like that, with money coming in that you can generate to put towards just starting that business up. You might be able to take out business loans against on that LLC.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's why I
To continue
said
to
that the
progress.
leap
So,
is not for everybody.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's about how you do it too. It's just about how you do it. You know what I'm saying? He don't even like dedicating the time and all that is, out the window. You there for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the bread, whether it be the benefits, whether it be whatever. But either way, you know what I'm saying? Balance it out.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
salute to everybody who got a 9 to 5 and
for
continues to
sure.
pursue their dreams. That's not wrong.
No, not at all.
It's not wrong at all.
I'm not saying it's wrong or right. I'm just saying use it for what it's supposed to be used for.
For me, I was just tired. I was just tired of it.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
I was put in a position where I had to quit my job. Just 2 seconds. I'll tell you right now. The reason why I quit my job is because my son was graduating. I think it was his first graduation or his second graduation, and my supervisor didn't want to give me the day off, and I had paid time off. They didn't want to give it to me, so I was just like, "Fuck y'all." You know what I'm saying? I'm going to my son's graduation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I handed in my 2-week notice. What happened? I woke up the next day. I didn't go back. I said, fuck the 2-week notice. You know what I'm saying? And I said, oh shit. I made it to my son's graduation. But then after that, I was like, oh shit, like what am I gonna do right now? You know what I'm saying? But I made it happen. So
right.
But like now, like the company I'm going towards, they only brought me there just so I could be an owner. They teaching me how to be an owner.
Right.
So that's why I'm starting the LLC. That's the only reason why. They told me you're not working for me. You're only here for 6 months to learn the steps to be an owner of your own company.
Right. Go. Okay. Do what you do. Do what you
Salute
do, man.
You,
All right, man. So we live on the Fix Show, DTFradio.com. 7 years. We're going on 8 this year.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Shout to Prez. He's here.
Yes.
Trey's Black Bottle Boys. I'm here. So this gentleman right now, hopefully I say his name correctly. If not, he can, correct me. Tyron. I got it right. Okay. Got Tyron. Tyron is here. I met this young man at Two Sisters, Four Brothers because he was singing a cappella for the birthday girl. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
So we want to know your entire story as much as you can tell us. Start from the beginning, where you from, how long you been doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Start from the beginning, man. Go ahead. You got time now.
Absolutely. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm from Philly.
Yeah, shout to Philly.
No specific part. I feel like I've been there so long that everywhere is my stomping ground. So
Right.
Not really no specific part. That's why I always just say I'm from Philly. I've been singing honestly my whole life. Honestly, since my grandma played Michael Jackson for me. She had all the records and everything, real old schoolish.
Right.
And I used to be around my grandma a lot. So as soon as I heard Michael Jackson, I got inspired,
Right.
like on the spot. And before you knew it, I was just, doing different talent shows. And, I playing basketball and football and all that too, but it didn't quite stick like singing did. And I was real good at basketball. Like I was really good,
Right.
but singing stick more for me. That's really what I wanted to take serious.
Right.
So, I started to take it serious. Went to high school at Lincoln High School. I know y'all got a Lincoln in New York. It ain't the same thing. It's something different, but went to high school at Lincoln. That's where I graduated from. 2020, I moved here from Philly during the pandemic.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I moved here.
That was a bold move.
It was. And it was tough too, bro. It was really tough. It wasn't easy at all. But I linked up with a branding company called Mogul Media Entertainment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This is my manager, Fresh, beside me.
Okay.
And
shout out to Fresh.
yeah, and my other business partner, Carl Joseph.
Okay.
They worked with Cardi
Okay.
before her blow up.
Okay.
They worked with her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Building the pieces and all of that. So I met my manager through Instagram. I had a video that went viral. I was singing in front of a guitar, and he wound up noticing it. I came down here before, but we just never got together. Right. So when I moved down here, it finally stuck and it clicked, and we got together, and it been history ever since, man. It been history ever since. And even though before I met my manager and Carl, I was making music before that. I got EPs out, I got videos, I got songs and everything like that out. But I can honestly say that coming down here, I've made my best music I've ever made in my life. And
is the inspiration different as opposed to being in Philly?
Is the inspiration different? It's different, and it's different honestly because I'm not in Philly.
Okay.
So I'm a firm believer in everywhere is different. I'd be lying to you if I said that New York has the same vibrations as Philly. It doesn't. You know what I mean? It doesn't. Everything's different. It's real fast. Everybody down here is talking fast. You know what I mean? And that you don't know people's, what I mean, what they want with you. So at the end of the day, I kind of had to get used to that. But I had to embrace the fact that I'm down here, and I really moved down here for business.
Right.
You know what I mean? So so yeah, like I said, I linked up with them. I brought out an EP called Product of Love in about 2021. Right. It's real dope. It's real dope on iTunes, Apple, and all of that, Spotify, and everything like that. And honestly, I just been working, man. Like I said, I'm not new to this, but I'm very humble. So I just want to tell y'all thank you for having me on the show. I really do appreciate it.
I could spot talent from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? When I hear that, you feel me? Like and I'm not Hollywood with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they can't go up to people and be like, yo, you're nice. Like, come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't take nothing for me to say, come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're dope. You feel me? Like, come through. You know what I'm saying? And talent is talent. You feel me? And that's what we like here on the Fix Show. Talent.
Now, your EP, go ahead.
No, and I was about to say it's crazy because it's crazy how we met, me and you, because my manager told me about 3 days before. He was like, yeah, we got to do this, it's going to be a nice crowd. He got some peoples there that and we made that happen. And it's just funny how that came about, and I wound up meeting you from singing some a cappella, and we make it do what it do. So
Tracy's an R&B.
That's why I said, right.
But
I gave him the disclaimer before he
cool. I'm about to say, but your EP that you have, the Product of Love, you said it was, that was your first one. You said you had some in Philly. You did something in Philly too.
Yeah. I had a project in Philly called Euphoria.
Okay.
And Color Coded Fantasy.
Okay. So how do you feel when you say you made this Product of Love? You said it was like real different. You was like, some of the best music you made was here. Like, why? Why you feel that way?
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like my lyrics was more structured. They were more. Everything made more sense. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before I came here, I wasn't really the biggest writer.
Okay.
I wasn't the biggest writer. A lot of things that
before you came to New York.
Before I came to New York, I wasn't the biggest writer. I was just kind of off of like, if it's a vibe, it's gonna be a vibe in my head. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Honestly, wasting a lot of money like that. But when I got down here, being around Carl and my manager, they kind of showed me how to be more structured with my career. You know what I mean? I never really was too big on having people write for me. I am now, because at the end of the day, I understand the business aspect of it.
That was my
You
next.
know,
That was gonna be my
and-
next going into that.
Yeah, I just want to win
Right.
at the end of the day.
Right.
This is what I love to do, so it's not like I'm forcing myself to do it. I love to sing.
Now,
You know what I mean?
now, let me ask you: would you consider yourself a full-fledged R&B singer?
Yeah,
That's what you are.
yeah.
Okay, so side B to that, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about artists saying they could do everything? They could sing, they could rap. You know what I'm saying? Is that something that you take like disrespect to, or do you look at it a certain type of way when people say they could do what you do and not take it as serious as you do?
No, because I honestly feel like everybody got their own destiny.
Right.
And my destiny is my destiny. So
Right.
even if you feel like you could do what you even if you feel like you could do what I do, and you might could rap too, and you might think you could sound good, but you might not even really sound good. And you might be bigger than me at this moment, but I honestly feel like, everything happens for a reason.
Right.
So I know my destiny, and what's for me is what's for me. And nobody really can get in the front of that,
Right.
except me. I'm the only person that can stop me. So
Right. Right.
That's
Any
how it goes.
opinions though? Any opinions on people who say they could sing and they really not singers, and they say they could do everything, and you got these people like harmonizing on tracks out here, and
I'm gonna be honest, because I like all types of music.
Right.
So I'd be lying to you if I just say, I want to listen to Stevie Wonder and
right.
and Marvin Gaye and all the old cats. I like that too, but I like all types of music. I listen to pop music, country
Right.
music. It's like I said, if it's a vibe, it's a vibe, and I take things for what it is.
Right.
I don't try to overthink it. Like, damn, look at this person.
Right.
They using all this auto tune and they they're real popping and they think they sound good, but it don't sound good to me. I'm not gonna bring those type of vibrations into the world. Like I said, if I like it, I like it.
Right.
Because that has nothing to do with me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And again, even I've been around artists, singers specifically, that will hear a song and they'll be like, hear and they'll be like, that's not even the note. That's not the note. And I'm like, yo, like the average listener doesn't know that. The average listener is not really checking to make sure that this like you said, for the average listener, we're checking on how it makes us feel when we listen to it. You know what I'm saying? When we hear it, we don't know if you in the vibrato or you are in the alto tone. We know that whatever you're saying, whatever that beat is giving off, and however your flow or whatever you kind of coming across to make you feel a certain way in that space, then we don't really care about what note or a specific tone, obviously, unless you just kind of sound just like horrible or whatever. But I've listened to certain music that probably they're not the best artists, that's not the best singers, but what that vibe that it gives me when I'm listening to it, I'm not listening to it like you said for it to be I ain't listening unless it's.
And you know what, I understand what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying. You understand? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it does come down to one thing. Could you do the same thing live in a performance? You say you could sing, you say you could do this, you could say you could do that. In the studio, you got all the plugins in the world to help you out.
Yeah.
On that stage, you don't got that. So that's where the difference comes to play. And this is when people say certain things like him or you, it don't matter. I like what I like. But you know what? It does matter when you hit that stage live and you perform in front of people. Because if you can't do what you did on Pro Tools, guess what?
Today's time, they got all them shits lined up to where you could sound just the way you sound in the studio on the stage.
Oh yeah, and it's inside the mic.
They got all this shit today.
Yeah.
Then you could
Not every stage got that.
But I wanted to say the product of love.
Yeah.
What's your favorite joint off of there that you would say like that you bumping every day? I mean, when you put it out, whatever the vibe was, what's your favorite joint off that project? My
favorite joint off of Product of Love is I say My Best.
Okay.
My Best. And the reason I say My Best, I don't know, when I made it, it just, I don't know, you just got that good feeling and you just like, nothing can shake it off. Somebody can say something wrong to you, whatever, but nothing can shake it off. So that's how I feel about that song. It just, from the beat, I originally got it made from one of my producers named Cito. He's from Jersey. His name's Cito on the beat. You might have heard of him. But from the lyrics, because what I'm talking about is just, that woman being my best.
Okay.
That woman being my best, her being down for me, when I was broke, having nothing, just basically sticking with me through this, this hard life that we all living, because none of us got it easy.
Mhm.
Right.
So I'm just basically explaining to her why she is my best. You know what I mean?
We need music like that. We don't get the,
Right.
we get all the smoking, drinking,
Right.
gun busting,
Mhm.
twerking music. We need that type of music. It's
Yeah.
like Diddy said, we need the love music.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Where the
absolutely.
love music at? We
Absolutely.
need that. We need the Jodeci vibes.
Yeah.
We need the Jagged Edge, Drew Hill vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The genuine vibes. You feel me? Like
Yes,
there
sir.
hasn't been authentic R&B like that in a minute.
You know what's
what I'm
crazy?
saying?
Because not the counter on what we was just talking about as far as the performances too. I feel like people don't really appreciate performances. And I mean, like I said, I could be wrong, but we got to think about it. And like I said, I'm not 40 years old or anything like that, so I'm not going to sound like no hating old head right now.
Watch him out. Watch him out.
Nah,
Watch
but
him out, brother. Watch him out.
basically what I'm saying is that like I'll say in like the 2000s, performances was different. I
Mhm.
felt like the artists gave more.
For sure.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like fans, oh, that's my joint in the background. Yeah, I feel like fans nowadays don't really know what a good performance is. I don't know if y'all.
I could agree to that to an
definitely.
extent.
You know why, though?
And they might say, oh, how you gonna tell me what I don't like? You're hating, but I'm
No,
just.
but you know what it is? They got no stage presence. They got
No,
they got
but who's
they got-
performing
they got no-
anymore? Like who's the only
Like
time
performing.
I was just telling this is what I was telling one of my artists. So
Not
she's-
singing a song, singing a
why?
song, and the song is in the background already.
No.
Like actually performing.
and you know what else though?
He's gonna say some shit.
No.
Go
You know
ahead.
what else though? Adding more to your performance than just the singing, right?
Mm.
Because this is what I tell my artists. This is what I tell everybody. This is my personal opinion. Okay, this is not facts or anything like that. But personally, right, especially in more intimate settings when I'm going to see an artist perform, right, I'm more than likely there for two reasons. Either one, I don't know and haven't ever heard of you, and I'm there for the first time hearing people sing, or two, I'm there for a specific person and I know how they sound already, right? Like you said, on the mic, it's whatever. Now I'm here to see how you sound live, right?
Yeah.
But to be honest, if I'm already here because I like how you sound on the CD or whatever, I actually want to hear you now sound a little bit more different. I want to hear you sound. I don't want to hear you try to be like the plugins and all that shit. I want to hear you raw. I want to hear how you would put it on a show. Like so give me the authentic you there.
Because it's in a live experience.
It's a live
So what
experience.
he's saying is that a lot of artists are not giving that because
Okay,
they don't care
know why?
about no performance
Because
like
of
that.
people like
understand
you
what I'm
that
saying?
they're gonna critique and say you ain't sound like how you sounded when I bought that album. So shit, that shit was
But
horrible.
It's not even about that. Like if you have a good stage you know what it is. And I said this a while back last year. Phenomenal. You probably remember there was an artist here, and I said, you know what it is. So many artists are just hooked on being in the studio, right? Being in the studio, making the music, right?
Mhm.
How many of those same artists say, "Yo, let me book a performance studio where I could go and study or get better at being on stage, being able to put together a performance
Sets,
myself."
right?
You know what I'm saying? How many artists spend money on that type of studio?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But they rather smoke weed in the studio trying to come up with a hook or try to come up with a whack ass bar.
But this is what you actually
But then
gotta
when they
get.
come to the performance, they act like they Jay-Z on the stage and they sound horrible and they look worse.
It's not even Trace, but Trace, imagine this.
That's
though.
just what it is.
Imagine if you actually got a chance to actually get a feel of who Tyron was when he was live outside of just him singing, right? So what if he made you laugh while he was on the stage? What if he said something during between a set? Because most sets, right? Most people get up there, they do their song back to back to back. DJ, drop that. Yo, good looking, y'all. Thanks for being here. DJ, drop that. Yo, drop that. You don't really get, damn, bro, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, can I get a feel of who you might
Then
be?
they, they let the crowd, and I get it, the crowd knows the lyrics, and that's what's up, shout out to that. But then,
90% of the time they don't.
And they let the crowd sing basically the whole song, and they're not even really like it's not a performance. It's just basically like a listening party.
But this is what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Nobody is investing into that part
That
of their
part of
career.
Except like
You understand what I'm saying? Nobody cares about that part of their career until an opportunity comes.
that's why.
Oh shit, I'm gonna be at SOBs. Let me get 3 dancers and 2 lights to go. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't figure it out until they get the opportunity.
Right.
Which it shouldn't be like that. And this is why I continue to say the things that I say on this show. If you are an artist and you really taking this serious, You should be hitting your career from all angles, performances, studio, everything. You know what I'm saying? If you say you sing a little bit, go take some fucking singing lessons. If you say you write your own shit, then prove that, show that. Be an artist if that's what you consider yourself to be. Don't half-ass it and then want all the luxury of it when you really half-assing it and they giving people 100% of what you truly talking about when you talk about yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's my main thing. You feel me? And it goes from every angle. You say you an artist, prove that you an artist. How many people say they are artists and they're on their social media and they posting all this other shit except being in the studio, except showing people that they're actually writing a song, except showing people that they're actually, practicing for a performance. You barely see that shit. And if you do see it, you see it from women. You don't see it from men.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So it's like if you're going to be in this music industry, really be about the culture, really be about what you're saying you are, and don't half-ass it.
That's why guys, like Chris Brown, you see he works on his craft. And it's not even just a studio part. He's posting videos of him dancing and he's busting his ass on it. So, that's why he's, definitely as an inspiration for years, he's that guy.
Right.
He's that guy. I can even say somebody like, a lot of people might not agree with this, but Drake, right? When you go to a Drake performance, it's not just your usual, like him just rapping to you, him sitting in a chair. Like it's like emotion. You can feel it from the stage when he performs, like, and what he's doing. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you feel those lyrics. And he's not dancing and doing all of this, but it's just a show as a whole. As a whole, it's actually a show. Instead of just going to a concert where the music is so loud, you can't even hear the actual artist. Yeah. And that's why I said that, a lot of artists don't really care about the craft of, basically they don't really care about the music. They just want the check. Let's just be honest. They don't really care about their actual craft. They say they care about their fans, but if you cared about your fans, then you would, like you said, you would take it 110%, in every type of angle. Not just, I'm a rapper and
I just when it comes to anything, rapper, artist, singer, producer, DJ, I've been in this culture for many years and I've bust my ass and I know what it takes to put on a show. You know what I'm saying? From a DJ standpoint, like if you gonna say you're an artist and you do this and you really put your all into it, because you asking people to download your stuff, stream your stuff, buy the tickets to your events, come see you, come book you. Why do you want people to invest in you so much? What are you giving to the people to want to be able to invest in you that much? You understand what I'm saying? Like you got to raise your stock up every time you say something about yourself. You got to raise that stock up. You understand what I'm saying? So you could be worth what it is that you're promoting. You feel me? That's just the way I see it, man.
Absolutely.
Let's get to this music though. You got some joints today? You want to talk about some of the joints you got today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we got? We got Make Love. We got Make Love. All right. Well, this one really speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Real vibey, real nasty, some real R&B shit.
Okay.
To say the least.
We go give it to you straight over here when we get that feedback.
Give it to me straight like a shot.
Oh, matter of fact, before we get to that, let's get to the game. We haven't played the game in a while. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we play a game here called
You Featuring Who?
You featuring who? You featuring who? So it could be an artist, it could be a producer, it could be a singer. So I'm gonna ask you, yo, Ty, if you ever wanted to make an R&B song featuring somebody, it would be you featuring who? And you instantly have to answer. You don't have no time. You got it. Whatever pops in your head instantly. Okay. All right. So you want to start first?
Sure. Let's do it. So you say listen to country. Let's do, if you had to do a country a record, it would be Tyron featuring who?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Okay. All right. Phenomenal.
That's a good one.
Go ahead, man.
Tyron featuring
Tyron
featuring what female artist?
Victoria Monet, R&B artist.
Really?
R&B artist. Yeah, she's dope.
The first time I ever heard somebody say that.
She's dope.
You sure?
She's dope.
Now I know you know your shit.
Yeah,
I know you know your shit.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay, so
We're gonna have to go older.
Right. So as far as production goes, if you had a producer you wanted to work with, it would be Tyron featuring who?
Timberland.
Why?
Timbo.
Gotta ask why.
Timbo just got his own sound, man. He got that bounce. But he still, he still gives it that oomph. You know what I mean? The man produced for Aaliyah.
Right.
You know, that's just his work is self-explanatory. He just got that bounce. So I feel like if me and him was on a track, I feel like with my vocals and my storytelling and his bounces to make your ears just fall in love with it, it'd be crazy.
It's crazy that you said, before we get to the music, it's crazy that he said Timberland, because I just finished watching little documentaries on YouTube about how him and Justin Timberlake came together and how they made his first album and all that. So it was crazy that you said that, man. I got much more of a respect for that man and how he puts music together, man. He's definitely a legend. Always will be.
Shout out to Timbo.
Tyron is in the building. You know what it is. Shout to Fresh. He's here. Phenomenal. You got some joints for us? What we gonna listen to first?
Which one you want to do, McLovin or Entanglement?
We gonna do Make Love.
We got the Will Smith remix.
Let's
We got a Will
Love.
Smith remix over here. Okay, so we, you know what it is, man. We live on the Fix Show, DTFradio.com, 7 years and still counting. We got Tyron from Philly, but he's in New York now. But he's in New York now. You know what I'm saying? He's here. We gonna get into a couple of his joints. Yo, phenomenal. Hit us, man.
That's hard. I'ma kiss you from your lips down to your navel. Hit the bedroom or right here on the kitchen table. Ain't no running from this moment, say what's coming. I wanna rock your body all night till the early morning. I wanna take you down to the floor. Baby, if you feel it, let me know, I'll give you more. Gripping on your body, pull you closer, put it on me. Real naughty's how I'm talking. You ever made love like this? Touch and kiss and fuck like this. Make you feel a rush like this. Fuck like this. Love like this. You ever made love like this? Touch and kiss and fuck like this. Make you feel a rush like this. Fuck like this. Love like this. To tell you the truth, I knew this was coming. The moment we met, I could tell what you wanted. I made you feel good. My touch is exotic. You feel so amazing. My hands on your body. Fuck it up and get naughty. However you want it. I could do the things you like. You ain't know I put it down like that. Got you thinking how I get around like that. You love how I do it. I read Kama Sutra. I know all the tricks. I know how to move it. Yeah. Sweat drip down on me. Drowning in the sea. Give it all to me. Imagine if you ever made love like this. Touch and kiss and fuck like this. Make you feel a rush like this. Fuck like this. Love like this. You ever made love like this? Touch and kiss and fuck like this. Make you feel a rush like this. Fuck like this. Love like this. Make love. Make love. Cito, that's hard. It ain't easy, baby. Tryna move on, tryna find someone better than you. But when I'm not with you, I'm losing. I'm losing my confidence, baby. It's who I wanna be, is baby. Baby, when I'm with you, I'm at my best. I need you. you're still my best, still my best. Oh. Because you're still my best, still my best. Because you're still my best, still my best. Oh, yeah. It's the small things for me, baby. Gave me everything I needed. And for that, you deserve it all. You deserve it all. I'm a better man. Oh, yes, I am. And it's all because of you. Ooh. Baby, when I'm with you, I'm at my best. I need you right now, laying on my chest. Because you're still my best, still my best. Because you're still my best, still my best. Because you're still my best, still my best.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
live on the
sir.
Fix Show, DTFradio.com. Yeah, Tyrone is in the building. You know what it is. New York, Philly. Phenomenal.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
talk about the music, man. How you feel about both joints?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking for R&B for a minute, like new R&B. I'm gonna put this in my craze. Like I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this in my upcoming sets and everything. Like, oh, bro, you gotta do your music videos like the old school people, son. I ain't even going cap, bro. Like, you can't even think about it like 2000s. Nah, you gotta old school ripping your shirt off, or you in the rain dancing with the leather hat thrown in the air. Like, you gotta really do this, man. If you go with me R&B, come on, son.
I gotta go full
You
throttle.
gotta go full throttle, so you gotta slide in the rain, my boy. Like, like I'm serious.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Nah, hell
Prez,
yeah,
what's
hell
up,
yeah.
man?
That's
How you
what's
feel
up.
about it?
The Make Love joint, I fuck with real heavy.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's one of the joints that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna put on wherever you at, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna bump, you're gonna rock. The second one, I feel like it used a stronger hook, but the vibe of it was still smooth, like, and you could sing, so that takes away a lot of hard critique somebody could even give you, where you could really kind of sing. So it's just like, goddamn, even though the song might not have been like a strong song, I feel like as far as hook wise, because the concept great, vocals great. Remembering factor or replay factor is the thing I was talking about as far as like hook wise, because that's what kind of more or less you're gonna really kind of play a song over and over for. Unless you got the, you know, unless it can definitely an album cut record. I could definitely see that just being on the album cut, feeling real good. But as far as like single wise or you're running with wise, I would feel like that the Make Love joint is definitely more stronger as far as, you know, listening to replay of factor. Just sonically wise, personally opinion wise, again, but both of them, and you can sing. So again, both joints is hard for me. You know
I appreciate it,
yeah,
man.
for sure.
Yeah.
And I did some research on your joints. You know what I'm saying? When we had you coming up, so I listened to some of your music anyway. I ain't gonna, lie. Again, I'm biased on R&B shit. So when I know I'm listening to some of your joints, I'm like, all right, so you got some joints that I can really bump to.
Yes,
These two up here, I've heard some other ones on your joints that I could probably, I'm rocking already. Probably, you know what I'm saying, on heavy beat with. So yeah.
I usually normally don't say this like this on this show, man, but finally some real R&B music. Finally, a real R&B singer who can sing, not a rapper who acts like they know how to sing or wake up thinking they could sing, or a female chick who's a rapper thinking she could do both. No, this is a real R&B singer who doesn't need 36,000 plugins on Pro Tools to elevate his vocals. This is a real singer, and I heard it up close and personal this past Sunday, which is why he's here on the Fix Show this Wednesday. You understand what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
I ain't got really much to say about your music. Your music is dope. Radio, life, music industry needs more real R&B music like that.
Preach.
Straight up and down.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? Like the vibe, the feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a radio joint. It could be played in the opening set of a club. You know, throw me your vocals. I'll remix both of them shits. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dope R&B vibes, bro. Keep on doing what you're doing. If I hear you rapping one of these days, I'm gonna be totally upset.
You ain't
Just
hear
tell you that right
you ain't
now.
hear his music.
I will.
Right.
I will say this though. I will say this.
I don't want to hear you rapping shit.
No,
Do
no, no,
not
no.
send me that shit.
Nah, nothing rapping wise. But like I said, I will say, I honestly, and we was talking about this earlier. You know, you say artists that feel like, oh, I could do everything. I've always felt as an artist that I could do everything.
Great, I'm happy. Don't send me none of that shit but the
But
R&B
not
shit.
even just rapping, but like I said, in the future, you're gonna hear some pop.
Like I said, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I hope all your joints make it somewhere. Do not send me nothing but R&B, please.
Definitely, it's gonna be a good
Yes.
vibe.
Yes.
No
Please.
rapping.
Send me. I'm looking for it all. I'm
No.
gonna be looking out
I
for
want
it
the
all.
R&B.
I'm
straight
waiting
up.
for you to do the making the beats. I'm waiting for you. I'm hearing the Tyron beat or somebody.
No, you want to know why?
I want to
no,
hear it
hold
all.
on. You want to know why?
I want you to.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm so sick of everything else. I'm really sick of everything else. I'm sick of everything else.
Yeah,
I'm just totally past it. I'm just tired of it.
yeah.
Really.
But
You know what I'm saying?
again, let's just be honest. Going back to your joints and where you are, and even the state of R&B, there are some here and there jewels. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a few in my playlist that I just happen to come across. They're not maybe mainstream artists. They're not big artists, but they are great vibe artists
But-
that you don't hear on your everyday radio. For whatever reason, R&B is not getting that amount of love anymore. So what is Tyron feeling like he's going to do to change that in this next? Do you have another project coming soon, or?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes. Because at this moment, I'm just working.
Okay.
I'm just working. No specific date on the next project, but yes,
Okay.
definitely a project before the
We need it.
summertime.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I'm so tired of hearing I'm a bad bitch. I'm a dude that got 36,000 guns. I drink this. I smoke that. I'm just tired of all the bullshit.
I got you,
I'm-
Trace.
I'm
We
tired.
got you.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got you.
tired.
I just want to
I'm
know the state of where Tyron is going to push
Right.
forward towards.
He's
R&B
gonna make
music.
it. My money's on him, man.
Honestly, well, like I said, what I feel like I am going to bring to R&B, and why I feel like I can make people start believing again. I honestly feel like your personality and your image has it has to be hand in hand. Your music could be great, but you could be a boring person. Like, we know the politics of everything. We got to be honest. Like your image is everything.
Right.
If you are boring to those people, like we were saying, if you don't make them people want to invest in you, you have no career.
Mm-hmm.
So I always felt, even at a young age, I always felt that, like I said, I'm a handsome guy. I have a great personality. I'm a people's person. I'm a person that can actually talk with the people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm not no Hollywood Like I actually will
That's
talk
dope.
to you.
That's dope.
So I honestly feel like my personality and my music will go hand in hand, and that'll make people fall in love with me.
That's
Okay.
dope, man.
I feel like that's gonna make people fall in love with me.
That's
I see
dope,
that.
man. We
You understand what I'm
appreciate you.
saying?
Makes sense.
We appreciate you being here, man. You know what I'm saying? Please, if you got any shout outs, give your shout outs out. If you want people to follow you on social media, give your social media out.
Absolutely.
And please stick around so we can take some pictures, some videos. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Go ahead, man.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to God. That's first and foremost. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even be here on this radio show. So shout out to God, shout out to my mama, my daddy, my family, everybody that support me, all my supporters. I don't really call them fans. I want to call them supporters. I feel like that fan word is cliche. You're a supporter of me. You're supporting me.
For sure.
So shout out to all my supporters, women and men. And just shout out to R&B.
Yeah.
Shout out to R&B. I'm coming. I just want the world to know I'm coming.
Right.
I'm coming.
We're
I
here to
really am.
support you, man.
And on Tyron Vasquez on all social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, everywhere. Tidal, I'm on everything. So you can never say, "Oh, I can't find your music." No, you can find this everywhere. You just ain't really looking.
Right.
So
I'm gonna talk to you about an opportunity I might have for you
Absolutely.
offline though. Okay.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, man. Appreciate you and Fresh, coming through.
Shout out
Please
Fresh.
stick around. We're gonna take a quick break and then we have another guest. But stick around. We're gonna take some pictures and videos and all that. All right.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right,
That's
man.
cool. That's cool.
Please, phenomenal. Hit us with some music. When we come back, we have our second guest of the night here. Shout out to Tyron. He's here, super dope artist.
Yes, sir.
You're going to hear more and see more of him. Definitely going to invite him more out to some of these events.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely going to see him around me a little bit more. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Shout out to Fresh. Let's get to some music, man. You know what it is. We live on the Fix Show, DTFradio.com.
Yes, sir.
don't use your regular name. You don't use your regular name. You got an artist name.
Yeah, we are live on the Fix Show, DTFradio.com. Prez,
sir.
talk to me, man.
It's like this, man. I met this girl just in doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Reaching out to people, trying to set things up. She's a dot connector from what I met her as. You know what I'm saying? She was working with a label, KSR. She works heavily next to the label owner there. So she gonna give you all the backgrounds. And I come to find out, I was at a joint at a show. Shout out to DJ High Rod, you know what I'm saying? Big Queens. He was out there, he played one of her records. I was in there, we was all in there. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know she do music too. So, yo, we got a all-around talented a woman here. Her name, she go by Christiana. So she gonna give you her full rundown. Christiana, shout out to being here with us, man. Shout out to being on TF Radio. Thank you.
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for having me. I really
Welcome.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes. It was
Welcome.
all love.
You look familiar.
Yes, I did meet you here one time. I came on Signature came. I came with Sig.
Yeah, she
Okay.
came with
And
Sig.
Sig came on.
Siggy.
And that's how I met you guys.
Shout out to
That's
Sig.
how we all
Yeah.
met.
Right.
That's how I initially met everyone. So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Yes, thank you.
Shout out to
Mhm.
Sig.
Yes, definitely. Shout out to
Right.
Sig for sure.
So what's up? What brings you to the Fix Show? What you got going on out there? What's up? Talk to us.
Well, right now, like he said, I'm like kind of in between both worlds. I have a music background. I started working out in promo, like radio promo.
Right.
From there, I got offered a position at KSR.
Right.
So right now, I'm working as a product manager for their artists.
Okay.
Doing a few other things with other artists too. Now we're opening. We just got our own distribution company.
Right.
That just happened this week.
Now,
And,
give a little bit
mhm.
about, real quick, just
Yeah.
as you go through it, give a
Yeah.
little bit about the product
Product management.
as far as for artists. Like, what is that? Why do they need that? What is it for? You know?
So basically, it's everything like the whole rollout plan.
Okay.
When an artist releases music from start to finish,
Mhm.
there's really no finish because it keeps going, right?
Right.
But
For sure.
anytime you're releasing a record, you really gotta put the plan behind it.
Mhm.
And me coming in, I knew the radio game. I knew
Right.
a little bit about that,
Right.
but I didn't really realize the intricacy of the whole project rollout. And a lot of artists don't realize, like, I make music, yeah, you can make music, but when you really put the bag behind it and the machine behind it, there's a whole rollout that goes with that.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of artists don't realize that. And
Mhm.
that's what I want to aspire to help other artists as well.
Okay, go ahead. You can go
Mhm.
continue.
Yeah. So what else was I saying? Oh,
Product management.
product management. And that's really, I think I covered it all.
So talk about a little bit about your. So now, are you between both worlds?
Mhm.
Which one is the world that you are heavily or more in tune with, that you rather you want to pursue more, or you just putting more into right now?
Right now, it's really a bit of both, like mainly the business side,
Okay.
because that's what I've been really embedded in right now. That's what it's my bread and butter.
Right.
But the creative side is in me, so it's like I'm like a work in progress. I always want to create. I'm like my own A&R, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I feel like everything I do, I A&R myself, and you got to stay creative though, because that keeps me tapped into what's going on. But
So how long have you been doing the music part?
music side, I've been singing since I was 4.
Okay.
So it's something that I was really born with. It's not something I want to do per se.
Mhm.
I'm not that type of artist that's like, oh, I love the spotlight. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Right.
I don't mind it. I could perform and everything, but I'm not that. I don't know, can't explain it, but I like both sides. I'm like
Right.
a female Diddy, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's a big statement.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right.
that's how I want to be, and I feel like I'm trying to figure out if that's how to make that possible. And if that opportunity rises, definitely.
Right. So I mean, in this music industry, from my experience, you can make anything happen. If
Mhm.
that's who you inspire to be like,
Mhm.
then you can do that. You know what moves you got to make.
Yeah.
You've been in the industry,
Yeah.
right? You play both sides. Like, you know what
Yeah,
you got to do.
yeah.
So do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's easier said
like-
than done though. It's
no,
easier 'cause
For sure.
I feel like it's a catch-22.
it's easier said and done.
True.
You want to know why?
feel
You just
that.
got to keep going.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
I tell you the truth. Like I said, from my experience, every year I set goals for myself.
Mhm.
And every year it's either I'm going to outdo what I did last year or I'm going to keep that same energy as I did last year.
Correct.
So it's either I'm going to elevate or I'm going to stay on that same
Mhm.
level. And I always outdo myself. You understand what I'm saying? So if I can do something like that, you can do something like that yourself.
Facts.
Set up certain goals. If that's how you want to be and that's how you want to be viewed and looked at,
Mhm.
then make the moves that you have to make to put yourself in that situation.
Correct. No.
You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
don't take no for an answer. And,
like
and,
that.
and if you do get a no, build the door, open it yourself, and you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in, and I tell this to the team also, like, if there's no, we got to create a way. You know what I mean? Regardless, we're going to make a way happen. You know, I tell it to anybody. Like, I just did an event for my birthday. I had it at 4040. I literally single-handedly got a sponsorship from Jacob the Jeweler. Myself walked out of there with almost $90,000 worth of jewelry. That's big for myself.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I had KSR we sponsored. I had I got the room, the Jay-Z room. I got Duce to
What day was
sponsor
that?
it. It was on February 17th.
What day of the week was that?
That was on a Friday, on February 17th.
No, I wasn't there because I DJ.
You DJ there? Yeah. So I had the private room.
I do Saturdays.
You do Saturdays? Yeah, because I said, I know Fridays are slower nights, so kind of worked out. But I did it because Michael Jordan got the same birthday as me, so I was like, you know what? Everyone's calling this the Jordan year, 2023. I was like, I got the same birthday. I put it just the vision out, and I did that, and I feel like it was a great turnout. I
really
feel like,
was. I saw it too.
And
Dope.
I feel like my thing is now I want to start working on getting more sponsorships for our artists, for the company, really building those relationships. Because I saw like, wow, like I single-handedly did that by myself, and it felt good.
Right.
And I feel like you got to create a lane. You got to create your own lane.
For sure.
If you put a vision together, you see it through,
Right.
Now you also have background in real estate.
Correct.
How's that going?
Real estate, I kind of did. I have my own properties that I invested. I have 2 properties, and I got them in 2015. I had like barely any credit when I first got the first property. It was crazy. The lady I work with in mortgages, she's like, "Hey, I think you should invest in Connecticut," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Yo, my credit's this, my this and that." But then they just figured a way to make it happen. We got it done. And I also do sell, like I was selling, buying and selling. I kind of put down the back burner now because the music is like the forefront right now for me. But I do, like, if I have a referral here and there, I'll go show them a house. If I know they're approved, I'll take care of them, their family.
Nice.
Like that, yeah.
So now you balancing all of this along with managing the studio.
Yep, manage a studio. We got a studio too in Long Island. It's called The Wave. Fire. Definitely like top of the line. A guy named Chris Bentley. He designed it. Okay. He's dope. So got the Osberger speakers, top of the line, everything, state of the art.
Now you're doing all of this and managing. You're doing the business side of things.
Well, that's what the team. Like that studio is part of the team. So yeah. So we definitely it goes hand in hand.
Women of all trades.
Correct. I feel like I am an entrepreneur. I feel like, and a lot of people, they feel like you can't do everything, and that's, to me, I just don't like that. I feel like people look at you like, oh, how can you do this and how can you do that? You got to have multiple streams of income. I feel like.
I am a firm believer.
One's got to take
I'm a firm believer of mastering one thing before you go to another. Correct. I'm a firm believer in that. True. People don't ask me why don't I produce what I don't want to produce. I like spinning records. I like being a DJ.
Correct.
If it's something that I tried one day. I bought an MPC years ago. I tried. I did a little something. I said, you know what? I don't have the energy or the time to put into this because I'm still trying to master this. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm a strong believer in that. You got to master one thing before you go on to the next.
And everything I've done, like I did it. Like when I started real estate, right? I think I always did like 2 things at once though. I would always do 2 things. So I'll be like, all right, during the day I was working in the promotion company from 9 to 5. After that, I was going to real estate school at night, getting my license. I took it the longer approach because I was working full time, right? Had to make a living. Then I started, when I left the radio side for a while, I just buckled down in real estate and kept making music, kept creating music, so I'm always doing 2 things, but I'm really focused. When I'm focused on that, I'm focused on that. When I'm in the studio recording, I'm in the studio recording. You know what I mean? You got to take a phone call quick, cool, you got to, but you just got to figure a way.
Right.
Soon I'll get my own assistants and it'll be all love that I could really do what I want.
Right. It's all possible.
Right now, I gotta do it for others, but
if you had to choose one path, what path would that be?
Definitely music.
Being an artist.
Both. I would never give up the business side.
Okay.
Nope. So just like I said, like a Diddy, like a female Diddy, he started. He did his. He has his music, and he's a boss.
So from your experience and what you're going through right now, being an entrepreneur, playing both sides of the music industry. What are things that you think artists miss from the background that you see all the time that you be like, damn, why do people miss this? Why don't they do that? Why don't why they don't pay attention to this? What are a couple things that artists miss?
That's a good one. It's hard to say it generally, but a plan, a real plan.
I can see that. Artists really don't have a plan. They just want to make music and be in the goddamn studio, right?
It's like, you know, you got money for and I'm noticing this too, because I'm trying to, you know, we have services that we provide to other artists and stuff. And as I'm speaking to them, I'm noticing they got money to go record. They got money for the video. But what's next? You know, you got to put money into the marketing. You got to make sure you have that budget for yourself. Like, hey, even if I'm working, I got to put that money towards my marketing. I got to put the money towards my videos, my YouTube, you know.
But do you think it's because everybody wants to go viral? Is that the reason
you know
why you think they don't come up with a plan? Because they just want to go in the studio, record, and go viral. They don't care about anything. They don't care about management. They don't care about a plan. They don't care about what single's coming up first, what single's coming up second. They just want to put out something to see if it sticks and people grab onto it.
Correct. A lot of them have that approach. They'll think like it's going to get TikTok viral. And you know what? And to speak on that, that is possible. Look at, I think Lola Brooke, she got that record. She had it out for 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it was TikTok that really was Kardashian's daughter that, you know, Kanye's daughter that, you know, it went viral on TikTok. So it can happen. Like that can happen. That is a possibility. However, I wouldn't just rely on that. You know, I wouldn't say as an artist you should rely on that because
that's,
you know,
one out of a billion.
Yeah, like Justin Bieber. You know, he was another one.
That was.
But it could happen. It could happen. But I feel like you gotta at least try to put a plan together for yourself. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think plans do make sense when you're an artist. But it's so hard to convince an artist who wants to go viral to come up with a plan.
That's a fact.
Because they're just stuck on wanting to be viral. They just you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's hard. It's hard, I think. What you think?
I feel like that there is no structure in a lot of people because I told you before, they don't have the guidance. They don't want to listen to nobody. They don't want to, they feel like they got, especially if they getting money in from the streets. You feel me? So I'm getting money already from the streets. Now I got to put it into my music. I got money already. So why do I really need to listen to you tell me how to do my music in a certain way? I already got my money from the streets. That means I did what I did already. I did something right. So now I'm about to do this music. And like you say, I'm about to put it up. It's going to go viral. Then I'm going to get, you know, but then again, even with that, like you got records that gone viral and these artists don't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you went viral, and now you did whatever you did with your one record. But now what from there? After you go viral, now like you said, even if now what? Now what? You can't. You every record that you put out from there is not going to go viral. Whatever you went viral for in that one space was because of more than likely not because of you. Like you said, it was what Kanye's daughter or whoever that got the song popping. Like you said, I remember hearing the song 2 years before it came out. So it was like, okay, yeah, I fuck with Lola, great record, great song. But for whatever reason that it went viral, it wasn't because of the record. It was because of somebody or a person
supporting the record.
Supporting the record.
Co-signing
or putting their vision behind it or again. So now once you got a stamp from somebody doing something on the record and now everybody does it, now, yes, I can take that and do something with it. And hopefully you be consistent enough to maybe be like a Lola Brooke or even an Ice Spice that you can continue to put out these records and continue to go viral or continue to make money.
It's really hard, man, because I talk to a lot of young artists. A lot of young artists come to me asking me for certain things, to be on a show, to do certain things, and it's just like they think Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, that's their A&R.
That's the end all be all.
That's their A&R.
It's not.
So if they got 1 million views on TikTok, they acting like they Jay-Z. No, it doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know if those views are even real half the time. You know what I mean?
Look, what do you tell artists that think that they put out a song, it's gonna go viral, they're gonna get signed, they're gonna get a bag?
They need to work it.
Right? What are you gonna do after that one song goes viral and you get it back? What are you don't got no plan for nothing else.
Right.
What you gonna do? Because the minute you don't put out a second single to complement that one, your bubble is busted.
Correct.
You're done. And to get that bubble back is twice as hard.
That's a fact.
So they don't even know that.
I think
That's a fact.
the only
understand
person
what I'm
that has
saying?
done that as far since I've seen it in a long time is this Ice Spice girl.
Yeah.
Lola still got some time. Lola still got a little bit more time before she has to put out another record to back up this one.
No,
But
she do.
She got another record. I
She
heard
got
it on the
another
radio.
one.
I heard it on the radio.
It's on the
Word.
radio.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
got
called
it. I got it.
Don't sleep on it, something like that.
No,
but it's
I got
fire.
the. I forgot
Yep.
what it's called, but
Yeah,
I got
I just
it.
heard it. I
Yeah,
just heard it the other day too on the radio.
Oh, it's,
Yeah, yeah.
is it- is
Enough
it-
played
is
it too.
good?
Enough played it too.
Is it good?
No, it's good. It's good.
Is it good? All right. I mean, again,
Here I come. Yeah,
Mhm.
here I come.
I mean, again, like I
Yeah.
said, you got to be able to make sure that you are consistent enough to have these records, number one, and then, like she was saying earlier, to have that marketing backing that, because you can have all the records you want. Just because you put out that first record and now you buzzing, don't mean the DJs is still going to continue to spin your next record.
You gotta show that love. You gotta be out there. You
Correct.
gotta put out that footwork.
Correct.
You might have to put out some more bread too. If
They'll-
you know what I'm saying? If it's
Another
not-
thing. Another thing is like there's two ways. Like there's an old school way where a lot of artists don't realize that record Lola Brooke, that is a hit record. You know what I mean? That is a hit record,
Yeah.
and it takes time to work a record.
For
The
sure.
real way to get a record to break, especially in radio, right? You should be working that record at least for a year.
Mhm.
People don't realize that Fetty Wap record. What happened to that? He was going to the strip club. He only had like 1,300 followers, and I know because I know his manager. I recorded in the same studio that he recorded in Jersey and Clifton. So he was working that record for a year in the strip clubs, everything.
Mhm.
People don't realize that, but now people are attention spans. It's like let's keep dropping. But the crowd, the audience is not getting enough time to ingest that.
I
Right.
keep saying
To
nobody
ingest it,
listens-
and it
nobody
doesn't
listens
catch.
to me. I've been saying
know what I
that
mean?
for 7 years. Here, nobody listens to me.
I feel like that. I feel
They
like
don't
if you
listen to me.
believe as an artist, if you believe and you got good ears and you got other people that like, let's say, got DJs like Trace and yourself that say, hey, that's a hit. Believe in that record and just put the work in behind it for a little bit. Don't just give up on it. Don't just give up on it.
You know what the problem is though?
Mhm.
It's the attention span, and it's also the fact that we are consuming so much music
It's
from
so much.
from somewhere. So again, I can't get enough time to only want to push this one record for a year, or in the midst of pushing, when I got my competitors, they're dropping
Mhm.
5,
consistently-
6, 7,
That's true.
8 records,
That-
and then what happens is,
Mhm.
while one person, I'm trying to get 1 million people to like my one record,
Mhm.
this other person is giving the people 10 records
Yes.
to choose from.
That's why you
To
gotta do
say-
that too. So
to
that's
say-
you gotta do that
That's
too.
the problem.
No,
That-
it's not,
that-
because by that time,
is the problem.
got
right
10
there.
It is, but
you got 10 records from this one that I might not like 8 of them.
but I
I
like,
like 2 of them,
Correct.
but to yours, I don't like your one.
One. That's
So
true.
But
at the
you
end of
just
the-
said it yourself. The industry is being
it
oversaturated
is.
with bullshit just to see what catches on to be dope. That don't make no sense.
it's unfortunate.
I'd rather work with an artist.
Quality shit.
I'd rather work with an artist that could be a person that could be managed, first of all.
Mhm. That's
A person that wants a plan,
Mhm.
who's going to invest in the plan and be able to put the plan out. I'd rather deal with somebody like that than somebody who just wants to be in the studio, who wants to put out everything and say, okay, let's see which one pops. No, it doesn't work like that for everybody. I'd rather work with somebody who's going to gain the experience,
Mhm.
who's going to gain the knowledge, who's going to know how to perform, who's going to
Yep.
do everything. You know what I'm saying?
building
Because
longevity,
you know
you're
what?
building-
When you get a hit record with a person like that, that hit record is going to last longer than somebody who went viral.
That's true. That's true.
And that record is going to be forever embedded in the music industry. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to have longevity
Mhm.
as opposed to something that goes viral. Is
Correct.
there a difference? I think there is.
I think there is.
There's a difference between a record that has longevity and a record that
Correct.
went viral.
Correct. But the viral shit can take you to that. You got that hit now. You went viral. Now, that one record did everything.
Let me ask you a
Mhm.
question before you
Mhm.
go back to it, right? Let me ask you a question,
Yes.
right? You're an artist, you play the background.
Correct.
Would you rather have a record like Swag Surfing or would you rather have a record like Munch?
Honestly, right now, I think Munch. It went viral. It got her got her the big deal she got.
Okay.
It got
What's
her,
your
it brought
opinion?
her that.
I'm gonna pick Swag Surfing because the longevity behind it.
That song is forever gonna
Correct,
be
correct.
played
That's true.
at a birthday, at a club,
Bar
at
mitzvah.
a bar mitzvah, at a baby shower. That song is gonna be played at a college forever.
Mhm, That's true.
You can't play
For
that record,
Ever.
Munch record everywhere. It's not
That's
an
true.
everywhere
It's not an
record.
everywhere record. That's true.
One, they're not gonna let you, play it. Number two, I don't see that record living long. I don't see that record aging well. Only because it was like, again, it's like the one liner. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me really of the Trinidad James record. The All Gold. You know what I'm saying? When it came out, everybody was all gold. Everything was all gold.
Remixes, this,
But
that.
I'm not gonna lie, like
Yeah.
the Ice Spice, her, she doing correct. She doing good.
No. I'm saying no. She's doing great. I'm just talking about this one record.
Oh yeah,
It's not gonna age like
I don't
a
like it.
swag surfing record.
I think what
because-
songs might
I
age
swear,
is the
I
Bikini
swear.
Bottom one though.
Eh,
I think that
You
one.
gotta understand, like,
we in a
like,
different
you-
generation. Ain't
it's
none of this
not
shit
even
aging
about
well.
generation. It's about what type of music are you trying to put out? Some fast shit that's just gonna be cool for 3 months, or do you want to put out something that people gonna always play forever? It's that simple. It got nothing to do with age. It got nothing to do with the 90s, 2000. No, it's either you're gonna put out something that people gonna play forever, or you're gonna put out something that's
Right.
gonna be dope for the next 3 months. You're gonna be dope for 3 months, and nobody gonna give 2 fucks about you in the 4th month.
I just can't see the whatever generation. That's why I said generation. I can't see this generation of whatever crowd that she's targeted, whatever whatever. I don't know if it's high school, junior high school, whatever. I can't see them at our age, 30, 40 years old, when that song come on, be like, oh yeah, girl, remember this one came on?
Okay.
I think I got mine. Like,
Okay,
I
look.
don't, like, I just can't
She-
see them doing
She
it.
played both sides, right? I'm gonna give you one more question. And
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I really, when you said that, is that song I Swag, I Serve?
Right.
Okay, I wasn't really sure. Like it didn't catch on.
you
quick
see, you
enough.
got it right.
So
You
it
got,
didn't,
come
I ain't gonna
on.
lie. It didn't. If you would have
No,
said a
you
different
gotta
record,
stick to your answer now. You
But
can't.
I'ma stand-
You
I'ma
can't
stand-
renege.
but I'm gonna stand on
This
it
is
though.
spades. You can't renege.
I'm gonna stand, but just so we're clear, I really,
No, you can't renege. Don't renege.
no, I'm not reading.
Okay.
I'm standing on.
I'm gonna give you another one.
All
Right?
right.
I'm gonna give you another one. Would you? So you just messed up my thought process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
What Drake song from his first album where he became big
Mm-hmm.
do you hear on the radio today? I'll wait.
Best I ever had.
Yeah, that's it.
When's the last time you heard that song on the radio?
Everything
Last time I heard it in the club.
I heard it. I heard it in the radio.
Yeah,
I heard
wait.
like on a hot night, like
Like a
Z100.
Yeah,
one
wait.
of those- I would say like a few months ago.
even successful.
I've heard
They
it.
played successful too.
Successful.
Yeah,
with,
wait.
with Trey Songz.
Yeah, they play
yeah,
successful.
yeah,
you might
wait.
get that in an old school or a throwback
So,
mix or
so
something
this
like
is
that.
this is
No, but I get what you're saying. That
this
they're
is
not playing.
this is what I'm saying. Like you could be the dopest person ever. You could have the dopest album of the year. You could be
Correct.
whatever it is. You could go viral. You could be the viral person. I went viral, right?
Mhm.
But at the end of the day,
Mhm.
it boils down to this: do you want to be remembered or not?
No, it's a fact.
Do you want your music played after you're gone or not?
100%. It's a legacy. That's your legacy.
That's just that.
Right. So, do you have any? What you feel legacy records? Do you have any? What you feel any?
Say the truth.
Do I have any legacy records on my own?
Yeah, one that you feel like this is right as of right now. This could be like a legacy record of mine.
As of right now, I would say the song that I sent you, Too High. I feel like that to me is my legacy record because I actually felt that record. I mean, I came in there 5 a.m. and I really felt it. And that was like, to me, one of the records that I really poured myself into, like my emotions, where you could feel that I was feeling it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, I'll be the most critic of myself. Like, hey, that sounded good. The tone was good, but where was the feeling? Where did it connect? Did it relate? And I feel like a lot, and I performed that song and I tested it out. I performed it 2 times. Actually, Drewski was the one that when I performed it twice, he was the DJ behind me performing it. And every woman from there was like, yo, where can I get this? I need this record. Like, oh my God, it's touched me. Even men. So I feel like that would be my legacy record that I have right now.
And the name of it is.
Did you send it?
Yes, I sent it. It's called Too High.
Too High?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's not mastered yet, but
Nah.
it's
So
still-
what else? Do you have any projects out? Do you have any EPs? Any?
I'm right now working on a whole bunch of music just to put out projects.
So singles
I got singles.
are out.
No, I'm putting I'm putting a little EP together, and then I'm gonna decide which I'm gonna drop it, like first, second, third.
Okay. So as of right now, the record that you have out,
hmm
the one that you played that I heard at Hot Rod.
That's another record. That's like a summer record that you're gonna play next. I have it. You have it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So
I sent it to you.
you want to airdrop it? Okay, so
Can you airdrop it?
Oh yeah, I
We
emailed.
can't
I
we
can do
can't
that.
find it in the email.
Oh, you can't find it.
but yeah. So now going forward, do you
Mhm.
have an idea of when you're gonna or want to? Because this is what I was getting to earlier when I was saying, as far as you have a lot as far as the business side on your plate, are you
Correct.
going to be able to provide the fans or provide yourself at least with enough time and space and energy to do everything that you're doing for the rest of, for this company, for KSR, for the
course.
people that you've doing? Like,
Of course.
well,
I mean, I've got music
say-
that I've got music that I've been making in the vault.
you
know what I
say
mean?
you say that,
Mhm.
but at the same time, you don't have any music,
No,
really, no EPs or
No,
anything really
no,
out. So
no. I'm right now working on how I'm gonna present me as an artist to the public. Right.
Right,
I've been
but-
working on my music, and then deciding when I'm ready to go. Boom, I got my bullets.
Right, but
You know what I mean?
he's saying like, where do you find time to do all that,
Oh.
and then do the studio stuff
Like
and
I
the
said-
background stuff? And
Got it.
when
got
do
it.
you go to
So-
spa? When do
so
you go to
when-
do your
so
nails? When do you have?
So when I wake up, from the moment I wake up in the morning, it's 100% KSR, 100% business mode. Now, when I have time for myself, work is done, but work is never done. Okay, but when I find my time, I go usually in the evening and night, and I go to the studio and I record. You know, and I have my laptop with me and I have my phone with me, so I'm always
So
checking.
you kind of like
I'm doing everything.
punch in and
I'm doing
punch out,
everything.
right?
Yeah,
you
it's like- it's
you
like-
punch in from this
My
job and
job-
punch out from the other job, right?
No, my job is never over. I'll get calls 12 a.m., 2 a.m. You don't always have to, emails and stuff.
I
you know what
gotta ask.
But you have to
this.
separate. You have to separate.
I gotta
sometimes.
ask this.
Mhm.
Do you? And we normally don't ask this. I've
Mhm.
never asked this ever
Yeah.
on this show.
No.
Do you even have a personal life?
Yeah, I do. It's hard though. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
It's hard.
I'm just asking.
It's.
I mean-
and that's nothing. Like now, I'm not like I'm seeing like friend. I got love for all my friends. I got love for everyone. But right now, I can't be there. I can't. I'm putting myself to level up. I have a lot on my plate. I have, a big responsibility. I have artists in my hands. You know what I mean? So I don't really have the time I used to have.
can't go to every birthday event.
Because
Can't go to
Can't
every-
go to
can't go to
every.
every-
listen,
you
I'm
know?
I could say I got a business. I'm DJ
Mhm.
Trick. That's my business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you know how
we
it is.
we have this, radio shows, you're
Mhm.
part of different radio stations, this and that.
Mhm.
Got the kids. I barely have time to go somewhere that I like and just sit down and have a drink.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like I barely have time to do that. The only time I do that is if I'm DJing somewhere that serves food and drinks, and I can just do that before I get on the set.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? But to
100%.
sit down somewhere and just say, I'm good. I'm
Listen,
Omar today.
I'll be,
Like
no,
I have it.
I'll be at dinner, right? And I'll get a call I gotta take, or I can't, or I'll get an email I gotta send out real quick. You know what I mean? And I have to do that. That's what comes with it, But I still have my time. I figure it out. I make a way.
Okay.
know?
Female Diddy.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. To be honest, that was cool that he asked, but I don't care about your personal time. I want to hear about the music. I want to hear about
I just,
and
gotta
not to
ask.
say no disrespect, obviously.
No, I
I mean, but again, I want to know as a fan that if
Mhm.
I'm going to hear good music from an artist, that they're not going to tell me, "Oh, my music will come out when I find time to put it out. When I get to, you gonna get it. You gonna get it when I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you,
Alright.
you,
No,
you get some
100%.
music. So again, let's hear the music. Let's hear what we got.
Right.
Let's let the
Yeah, and
people
I want the
decide.
people. That's what I want. I
We
want.
got a few minutes left.
Okay.
We got a couple minutes left. Let's get into this song. We're gonna give you some feedback.
Did you
and
airdrop
know what
it already?
Yeah, I dropped the first one.
You
Okay.
ready? You ready, Phenomenal?
She didn't get it yet.
Okay.
He didn't get it yet.
Okay.
Let him
Okay.
get it set up.
Tell
And then-
Butter we need 5 minutes. We need 5 minutes.
And in the meantime, I just need to know.
Please,
thank you.
please,
So it's
please.
5. So we got
5 minutes, please.
And in the meantime, I just want to know,
Mm-hmm.
can you tell the people as far as where they can just reach out to you for any
Yes.
type of services,
Definitely,
and what
definitely. I would love
more personally and on the side of
Yeah.
the services that you do offer that you can provide for artists that's outside of KSR,
Sure.
obviously.
So, some of the services that we provide are social media organic growth. That's with Instagram and TikTok.
Mhm.
We organically grow your followings. These are not bots. This is really to organically grow your audience. So we target your fan base. So if you say, okay, I want Drake's fans, I want Lil Baby's fans. There's a team. They go in and they target those. So
Okay.
that's really building your organic growth. We do that. Anything from we do rollout plans, we do digital marketing, press releases,
One-stop shop.
placements, everything you need. Just put it that way.
Okay.
Right.
Now they can reach out to you
we're like
personally.
the back office. We could be like your
Or
back office.
do you have to be an artist of KSR to get these services?
No.
Okay, they can reach
No.
out to you
Correct. They can
personally
reach out.
to
Yep, they can reach
get
out to
these
me.
services done.
Yep.
Okay.
And you guys, you could email me. My email is Christina, CHRISTINA at ksrgroupllc.com. So you could definitely email me. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at this is Christiana, CHRISTIANA.
Okay.
Cool.
We got the record ready. Okay.
Both of them.
Christiana is here.
Yes.
We're gonna play one. We're gonna play the record
Okay.
that she talked about.
Mhm.
We're gonna give some feedback and then we're gonna get out of here. Man, we
Say that.
try the best we can. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
We
you.
here. We our first time back in like a month and a half.
Thank
But we here. Shout to Christiana, she's here. Shout to Prez, Phenomenal, Trace, Black Bottle Boys, we here. Let's get to the music, baby. Yeah, we're live on the Fix Show, DTFradio.com. Christiana is here. You know what it is, man. Yo, Phenomenal. What did you think about that joint?
Loving it, yo. You got a great voice, girl. Like, oh my God, yes. The girl behind the scenes coming out, we like it. We like keep that energy, baby.
Thank
Good.
you. Thank you so much.
Right. Prez, what you thought about the record?
So from the first record I heard, I'm gonna say this one have to be have to be a second to the first one that I heard. I like the first one better that I heard. It was in we was in the spot out in the city. This one, I know you said it wasn't mastered, but it still just had that tune, and it was just a little. I was annoying in my ear a little bit, but I know that you got good vocals. I know that you got good records, so I'm not gonna really judge you on this one. But the record was, it was a cool record, but overall, the sound a little bit just was a little for me. But
Yeah,
I like the first record that I heard.
I think it was a good record. We need records like that. It's definitely a radio record. You understand what I'm saying? I just feel like music is in need of records like this. You understand what I'm saying? Like we really need records like this.
Mhm.
There's not enough.
No, for sure.
You understand what I'm
Smooth. It
saying?
was
So,
smooth.
so
Yeah.
it's something good for the ears. You definitely could be played at an opening set or closing set. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I Salute to you.
Thank you.
A
No,
woman of
thank
many
you.
hats.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
can't be teasing this type of
I
vibe.
just sent him another record that you like, that
So,
Hot Rod played.
yeah,
So
well,
if
you're
you
gonna
wanna
have to
play
send that to me though. You gotta
Okay.
send that to me.
Send me
Got
some clean
Got
joints.
you.
I'll play some joints on iHeartRadio.
you.
You know what I'm
All right,
saying?
dope.
Play some
Thank you.
joints for you. know
Thank
what I'm
you so
saying?
much.
Yeah, I like what you're doing.
Thank you, man. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And normally I'm
For
the
real.
asshole. I'll be, you know what I'm saying? But you got some joints.
Thank you.
got
Thank you so
something.
much. No.
You're doing your thing.
Actually, yesterday I was in the studio till 5 a.m. I did my first Jersey club record. And the producer was like, because I'm like, I need something for the clubs. I need something for the summer, right? And I know everyone feels weird about it. I know it's my first time doing it, but it's kind of coming out pretty dope.
You
I'm
know
not
what?
gonna lie.
We don't got too
I
much
know you don't
time.
got time.
But
I know you're gonna go
you
crazy.
know what's so upsetting is that
but I am from
this
Jersey though.
Jersey wave was out
Mhm.
years ago, and nobody wanted to hear it. Nobody wanted to dance to it.
Connecticut. I heard
Nobody was doing TikToks to it.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, everybody want to jump on the wave.
Jersey
Yep,
Wave.
yep.
I haven't heard it yet. So
Lil Uzi came out. Now everybody want to.
Oh, that's the
Oh
sound.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
wanna-
that's the sound.
That's the sound.
with the
Right.
drum pattern. With that
Everybody
drum
want.
pattern.
Nobody had to dance for that shit 10 years ago, but now everybody. Whatever it is that they fucking doing.
Don't worry, I'm gonna send it to
I
you, Trace.
can't-
I'm gonna send it to you, Trace. Once it's done.
Send it to him first.
I don't play the little Uzi shit, so don't send it to me. You better off sending me that last
Send it
one.
to him.
We gonna
You better
see.
off sending me that last
We
one.
gonna
You know what I
Right,
mean?
man.
So
can't-
that's a fact.
I just, yeah.
We're gonna have you
He's
up
not
here
with it. He's not with that one.
next time. You have an EP or
Right.
or single
Yes.
that you know that you're really pushing.
Got
When you're heavy on your music,
Yes.
okay?
Yes. I know
Because
that.
now, but we do support and make sure we do show love to everything else you're doing. Because
Correct.
I tell Trace all the time that
Mhm.
we need to inform and people need to be knowing about
Yeah.
other artists need to know about the steps that need to be taken
Correct.
after the music.
And that's
You
why I
feel
aspire
me?
to do that.
And that's why I actually also wanted you to come up here because I didn't know you did music until you actually
Yes.
told me. But prior to that, the reason why I was inviting you was really to give a little bit more knowledge
Yeah.
on what you did behind the scenes
And
on
I
the business side of
definitely
things.
exactly.
So-
that's
So
the
let's
main-
get you
that's
in
the
part
main
two.
goal.
Let's
go.
get you in part two.
Yeah. We'll definitely have you up again just so you can
Okay.
give more backing and more
No
knowledge.
music, just background.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give I need more. We need more. These artists need more information. You
Mhm.
know, and people like yourself that's behind the scenes that's actually putting shit together for
Correct.
these artists need to let these artists know that's coming up or the one that's once it's already here how to actually do that shit. You feel what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Correct.
So we would love for you to go into more detail about that, but it was a pleasure having you up here
definitely,
Yeah.
and getting you a full spectrum
Right,
about everything
right.
you do.
Give out your
Um,
shout outs. Let
yeah.
people know where they
Definitely.
can find you.
Definitely. So like I said, I just want to shout out everyone that believes in me. Everyone that's really supporting me in anything I do. And definitely you can find me, like I said, I want to work with all you guys artists, any artist that really is taking their craft serious. Whatever budget you have, we'll work with it. You know what I mean? May take time and may not be we can't give you everything, but what we can give you, we can provide. So definitely email me, Christina@ksrgroupllc.com
That's what a C or K.
Nice.
with a
nice,
C,
nice.
CH. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna see Christina here, part 2, part 3, probably part
Yes.
4. You're gonna see her here.
For sure. We'll have you
She's
up.
gonna talk about some
Yeah.
Yeah,
things.
we'll keep having you
And
up.
that's
you know,
mainly
so-
what I
yeah.
wanted to come here. We have a big platform. I can go over stuff more in detail with you guys.
You know what we'll try to do? We'll try to book you to come back
Mhm.
when we have a younger artist here
Mhm.
who might need some
That'll
of
be
your
nice.
insight, who
Definitely.
might not want to listen to us.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I'm an asshole. They're not gonna listen to me.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? But they might want to listen
Listen.
to you.
I would love to come anytime. I will be more
That's
than
right.
happy to come
Yeah.
talk to the artists that you
I have to give a
have.
little segment.
I'm
Right.
gonna. I'll even. You know what I'm gonna
brief
do?
segment
I'm
of
gonna
this.
send you guys our services,
Yeah.
so you have it in email.
Do a little
And-
promo for you.
Yeah,
we
I
do
got the
it.
promo. I'm gonna
No
send you the
problem.
kit, and
Say
you
that.
could just forward it to any artist that's
Okay.
in need.
Right.
Say
All
that.
right.
This way
You-
they could look for themselves and
Right.
they could contact me.
Right. You know what it is.
Thank
We
you.
live on
Thank
the Fix Show, DTFradio.com. We are glad to be back after a month and a
Hiatus.
half hiatus. We here. We'll be back next week again. We're not
Yep.
taking another break.
No more hiatus.
We're not taking another
I'll be
break.
going in Atlanta in a few weeks. You're gonna be
Right.
going too. So I mean,
When?
didn't you say you was gonna be going and you planning? Oh, you planning something for your birthday? You
Yeah, I'm playing something for my birthday.
All right, we're gonna figure it out.
Who
So, but
knows?
gonna be
We
here.
might have just come over here and play host one
All right.
night or something.
Let's get out of
man.
here though.
Right, let's get out of here,
7
man. We'll
years.
see y'all next week. Shout to Phenomenal Press, Black Bottle Boy, Trace Just. You know what it is, Christiana. Thank you. Salute.
Thank
we
you,
see y'all
guys.
next
Thank
week,
you.
y'all.
Thank you guys.
So cool.